Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Merry Christmas. I hope you're all doing really well. It's quiz night. I haven't got the chat up. I need to figure out. I've got screens open all over the place. Let's go to the chat. But yeah, great for you to join us. You can see already the link isn't there yet. The quiz is starting at 7:45. I'm going to give people a chance to log in, make sure they're not missing it. So there's a 5-10 minute window. I am very quickly, and I do apologise, I'm going to very quickly grab myself a Bailey's any second now, and then we will look to get started. Fingers crossed the delay here won't have too big of an impact. But yeah, so get yourselves comfortable, get yourselves a cup of tea, beer, whatever your thing is. Tonight is quiz night. Let's hope it goes well, because I've got around 20 questions that you'll be doing. You will need your mobile phone with you, and it is fastest finger first. So if you've got a mobile phone, you're going to need to have it with you, because you'll be using that to confirm your answers. So yeah, get yourselves ready. I will be back, guys, in 2 minutes. With setting up, I didn't have time to go and get myself a drink, and I thought, you know what, it is Christmas. I've got a bottle of Bailey's in the fridge that I've not opened yet, so I'll be back in 2 minutes. Get yourselves prepared. Like I said, get a drink, coffee, get your mobile phone on charge if you haven't done already. I'll be back in literally 1 minute. But yes, Merry Christmas all. Ricky, Matt's channel, Charlie, Russell, Gate 102, Josh Phillips, Dylan, Panther King, Merry Christmas. Great to have you with us. 12 on so far. Don't know how many of you are joining the quiz. I think the quiz can take up to 50 participants. I don't know what my computer's going to do if 50 participants are on, but we'll worry about that later. I'll be absolutely gutted if it can't handle it, but I'm praying. It's all set up. I've done a dummy run. It worked on the dummy run. Obviously, I didn't do a dummy run with 50 people, and I'm not expecting 50 people, but who knows how many we'll get. E, good evening, mate. Anyway, enough talking. Let me go and get a Bailey's, and I'll be back with you shortly. Oh, I told you I wouldn't be long. Right, hero, so let's go back to the chat. That's channel. Oh, now I have used my phone. I have to abandon the other quiz. You need your phone. Question 1, why does Scotland suck at football? I promise you, I don't bring the Scottish into it. The aim of the quiz, so there is a couple at the end. I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, I've sort of got a tiebreaker question, and I'm hoping that we do have an outright winner at the end. I think there's a bit of a mixed thing. Matt's channel, the link will be up shortly. I'm going to change what scene I'm on and things like that. I'm just not going to do it now while we're waiting. We'll just get numbers on, and then I'll put it all on at the same time so people can join at the same time. So the link will be coming ever so shortly, so bear with us. Yeah, the quiz is aimed at 2024, so in fact 99.9% of the questions are aimed at this calendar year. So all I'm going to ask, right, and we need some honesty, everyone, so hands up now. I'm asking you to use your phone, but your phone will be linked into the quiz. Come on, no cheating. No, I've allowed 45 seconds for each answer. So essentially, there is time for you to go and cheat, but I've allowed 45 seconds because of internet or whatever, just to make sure people have that time to read it, understand the question. Come on, no cheating. We want a genuine, honest quiz in. It doesn't matter if you get things right, you get things wrong. Genuinely, hand on heart, if I was doing this, I'm not sure how well I'd do neither. But yeah, come on, no cheating. Let's have a fair evening. I did say the winner, there will be some sort of prize. Let's see what that's going to be. I don't know yet. I mean, it might just be a chocolate by the post or something. I don't know, but let's see. Yeah, let's see how many we get on first before we start dishing out awards for the winner. I think, we're aiming for at least 10, aren't we? I'd like at least 10 of us on the quiz tonight. There's 15, 16 in chat, I think, now. Oh, Merry Christmas. So, yeah, I mean, this is it tonight. The quiz, this will be it. The quiz will be the quiz. Are these lights flashing in the back? No, they're fine. They're fine. So yeah, it is on an app. It is on some. You don't have to download an app. There'll be a link sent out. There'll be a QR code sent out in a moment. There'll be a pin that'll ask you to enter. It'll all be pretty self-explanatory. But what we'll do, we'll give it a couple of minutes to make sure everybody's logged in. People can join after the start of the quiz, but you're not going to probably win, are you? If I don't genuinely, I'm hoping, because a couple are relatively difficult. I'm hoping that by the end of it there is a clear winner. There's maybe one or two questions trying to filter that out, so there's a clear winner. I think the key is, though, it's not about only getting the question right. It's also about fastest finger first. Now, I've done a dummy run on my phone, and it's quicker for you guys on the phone. So even though there might be a delay on the screen as such, it should still come through to your phones relatively quickly. I'm hoping this may be a mess, but I'm really, really hoping it works real time. Really hoping. If it doesn't, then I apologise in advance. I really do. Yeah, I mean, hence the reason why I've allowed, the 45 seconds, essentially. Or shall I allow longer? Let me have a look. Let me allow longer. Let me set it to like a minute and 30 seconds. So then surely everybody's going to have the time. I know, end of the day, fastest finger's great, but it's probably most likely going to be around, as long as people get to see the answer. So there's a minute and 30 now for each question. Hopefully, even the internet gods can't derail us tonight. Watching on my laptop, it's 11 seconds behind on my phone. Great. Okay, let's see how it goes. I mean, end of the day, worst case scenario, there's a quiz anyway, and you'll see the questions. However it goes on the Kahoot thing, who knows? But there is a quiz. Let's treat it as a bit of fun. Yeah, I've done my best. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just literally going through every question now to make sure I've got enough time on it. 45, 133. How's the stream holding up for everybody? It is, it's not already slow, is it? Is it pretty accurate? Oh God, I'm glad I've actually gone through some of these, because some of these were actually set to like 10 seconds. I hadn't changed them. All good now. All good. You don't have to go. You don't have to go on the website. So don't worry. It'll take you through to a link. So do not worry at all. What's going on here? I'm going to take some of these widgets off. I'm going to give my computer the best possible opportunity it has here. Alright, that can go away. The ticker can go away. Let me go on my live stream on my phone. Come on, internet, do not let me down. Let me come off that. Right. I'm looking on my phone to see what the delay is. Oh, there is quite a delay. 1:30. Do I set it even longer? Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna give it even longer. What I don't want, the fastest finger thing is going to be potluck to paste on your internet and mine. But let's give it 2 minutes per question. Surely the stream won't be 2 minutes behind. But it's a long time to no, 1.5 minutes. That'll have to do. I'm not going 2 minutes. We'll be here all night if we did 2 minutes. Right. Save. No, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm just worried about the delay. Again, apologies everybody if this doesn't work out the way I want it to. I'm just hoping it does. Right, let's get it hosting actually. Let's get this thing loaded up. Right. Really? Are you back on? Oh, wait. Is everybody on now? Okay, are you on now, Josh? I think it's let me know if you're on, Josh. Right. I'm gonna move over and you'll all see a QR code. Scan that QR code. The pin's at the top, but it should automatically let you in with that QR code. Pop your name in, and let's see what comes through. Let's see how we get on. Let's see how we get on. I've done my best. So I should start to see players ping up. That's the plan anyway. This needs to work. I spent so much time on this. It'd be so frustrating if it doesn't work. Right, we've got Sammy. We have a player. Sammy is in. Josh is in. Here we go. E is in. Gate 102. Right, it's working. It's working. Just let me know on your screen you can see your names popping up. I presume you can play around with your avatar as well and move things around. Marvelous. Can you see your names on your screen now on the live stream? Sorry, so you should be able to see you guys popping in. Because it's important you can see my screen because this is where the questions will appear. Lampard GOT. No, James, join now, mate. Join now. We're going to give it 10 to. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Marvellous. Thanks, Russell. I don't know if any of you guys have ever used this Kahoot thing before. It's really good. I use it at work. So, Sam Holt. Are you in, mate? Okay. Panther King's in. What's that, Josh? Sorry. You see, mate? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7 so far. I'll give it 2 more minutes. Arthur. Oh, you mean you've not used it before? I use it at college all the time. I always enjoy doing them. Yeah, they're great stuff. I just wasn't sure how I could do it digitally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us now. Sam's in. Yeah, I can see it. Just saying, I've never used it before. Great. No worries. Gate 102, obviously, the 2 channel members. Great to have you with us. Thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. So we've got the 8 on. If anybody's in the chat and wants to join, you've got a minute or so to scan the QR code, log in. I think we've just lost 1 person. Oh no, they're back on now. So it's important you try and keep your phones on. We'll literally get started in a minute. It is what it is. Well, this will be fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See if we can get 10. 2 more. Who wants to sign up? Oh, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 more. Let's go for 10. Can we get a 10th? I've got 14 or 15 in chat, I think. Come on, it's just a bit of fun. Oh, hang on, we've got the 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Now, just before we get started, chat, quickly pop in. Anybody want to join? Because we can wait a minute, but if not, we will get started. Last call, 4 players. This is going to be sick if it works. I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope it's good for you guys. I genuinely hope it works, because this is going to be real good fun. Again, last call, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get started. Right. So what will happen? I'm going to go into start, and one more just joined. So I'm going to go to start. Once it starts, the question should appear. Yes, good luck, everybody. You've got about a minute and a half. It's longer than what I would usually give because of the thing, but we've got 11 participants. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. The question should appear, on your phone. So you just click the symbol that associates with the answer you want to give. So without further delay... Oh, hang on, we've just lost one. Should we give them a second? No. Right, okay then. Without... Oh, hang on. Have we just lost one? I think we've just lost one, so let's give it... Sorry, guys. 30 more seconds, because we had 11, so I'm just going to give them every chance. It's 51 now. As soon as it goes to 52, we'll start. Just don't want anyone to miss out on the first question. Right, let's go. Good luck. This is going to be sick. I'll read the question as well. It may help. So England have been drawn in Group K for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Which of these teams has England never faced before? Answers are rolling in. This is a good sign. Answers are rolling in. Maybe a minute and a half is a bit long. Oh, there we go. If everyone answers, it skips on anyway. Brilliant. So 10 answers, 10 correct. Well done, guys. Very good. But let's go. It will give me a leaderboard here. So let's go on to who's at the top. Matt's channel so far leads the way with 936. With it being fastest finger first. Well done, mate. Right, on to the next question. Who beat England at home in a 1-0 victory at Wembley Stadium back in June 2024? So 9 of you got that right. It was indeed Iceland. Well done to those 9 that got it correct. Let's have a look at how that affects our leaderboard. Matt's channel still leads the way, but E has moved up to 2nd there. Josh in 3rd. Arthur 4th, and I Love Football in 5th. The others, I'm sure you're on that. You're on the leaderboard, but yeah, it's fastest finger first. So let's go over to the next question. Question 3. Who did England beat in their 1-0 opening game at Euro 2024? Never fancied myself as a game host, but I'm rather enjoying this. Answers rolling in fast for this one. All 10 with Serbia. Well done, everybody. Good answering. How does that affect the leaderboard, though? Russell, sorry, mate. Matt's channel leads the way still. He's led it from the first question, but below it's moving around a few times. Football channel, this should appear on the stream. So, yeah, up 3 places is Russell Lyon, is the highest climber in that one. Is it so? Everyone else should be seeing the question. So as it loads up on my screen, you should be able to see it. Is everyone else struggling to see the questions? Right. Next question. 2024 marked the final year in charge for Gareth Southgate. In total, how many games did he manage as England manager? Oh, that's split. That is the first big answer that split the group. 4 of you got it correct with 102. Well done. 4 went for 101 and 2 of you went for 103. So really well done. How does that affect the leaderboard? Matt's channel is still leading the way. Who's going to knock him off? Who's going to knock him off? Josh has a streak of 4 with 4 correct answers in a row now. Russell, you're into the top 3, mate, so your internet's doing some good. Gate 102 podcast into 4th, and E is now down into 5th. So, next question. I'm not sure which one we're on now. Question 5, I think. So, here we go. Question 5. True or false? Kobe Mainoo was in the starting 11 for England at the European final against Spain. True or false one, this. It's quite a tricky one. I think there's a couple struggling for their answer. Eight answers in so far. Waiting on a couple. Hopefully no internet issues. Or they can't decide. Very tricky. Ow. "24 seconds left for those that need to get the answer in. First one yet. We're waiting on a few people. Oh, sorry, Panther. So it looks like a couple are going to get their answers in. 7 got that true. 1 got it wrong. How does that impact the scores? You can keep going, Panther, because honestly, there's some double points later on. You're not out of it yet, mate. James Shepherd, they're Googling it. Match Channel still leads the way. Okay, Match Channel has a 5 winning streak now, but let's move on to question 6. B. Carsley was temporary manager of England after Southgate. Who did England play in his opening game in charge? I'd like to think this is a bit of an easier one. I could be wrong, though. I don't know if it's the same couple who were struggling for their answers. "50 seconds. Those last 2. Let's make sure, but I know I've given plenty of time, but I think there's a couple. It seems like the same 2 people are struggling with their internet on there. I know it might be mine, I don't know. 30 seconds. Panther King, are you all right now, mate? I don't know which. It should appear on yours, Russell, because I've got 8 answers for this one so far. Eight of you got that correct. It was indeed the Republic of Ireland. Where did that leave us? Match Channel still out in front. He's leading the way. Josh in second, Gate 102, EE and Arthur. Let's move on to the next one. Who scored England's opening goal at Euro 2024? Yeah, you might need to refresh your live stream every now and then to make sure it's up to date. Bellingham. Well done. So it looks like we've lost a few, but Bellingham is the right answer. Oh, I thought Shep is now moved in. 3 players have received a 3-streak answer. And Match Channel still leads the way. He's doing very, very well. Question 8. Who scored the winning goal for Spain at the Euro 2024 final? I think this is one that people will get. If you need the pin again, let me know if you're trying to rejoin. Oh, what a shame, Russell. Hopefully there'll be players left by the end. We're nearly halfway through. You can try and log back on, Russell. That's the beauty of giving it a lot of time. If you go into Kahoo and let me know, I'll put the pin in the chat now. so people can rejoin. There we go. 20 seconds for those that are struggling. Apologies if you are. Looks like a good chunk of you. Oh, there we go. So, yep, 5 got that right. 3 did not. So that could impact the scoreline. Let's look where we're at. Match Channel still leading the way. Sammy's, though, moved up as well. Match Channel's on an 8-streak answer. Let's move on to question 9. Who did England beat 3-0 at St James's Park back in June? Bosnia. Well done, everybody. It looks like we've got 8 in. 8 of you got that correct. Let's move on. See where that leads us. Shouldn't have a huge impact on scores. Josh is pushing Matt right all the way there. They're pretty neck and neck. Let's move on to question 10. We are halfway through. Who was crowned England Player of the Year for 2024? I think this is one that a lot will get. Ooh, 2 got that wrong. 6 got it correct. That leaves us with currently Josh has moved into the lead for the first time. Match Channel is on 8,464. Josh is on 9,309. So it's, yeah, I mean, it's been pretty close, but Josh is now in the lead. Well done, Josh, mate. Let's move on to question 11. Who scored the winning penalty for England against Switzerland in the Euro 2024 quarter-finals? I'll read them out. So 7 of you got that correct. 1 of you got it wrong. Where does that leave us on the leaderboard? Josh is currently on 10,200. Let me move this. Hang on. Let me make me even small. In fact, no, I can't. Josh is in the lead. Let's move on. Question 12. After Harry Kane, which England player has scored the most goals under Gareth Southgate with 18 goals? I think this one's gonna be a tough one. There's a few players in here who I think. So we've got 7 answers. I think there's 8 of us in here now. $40 seconds. Don't know how many's still waiting to submit now. I think it's only 1. Oh, there we go. Right, I knew this would split opinion. So 3 got this correct. It is Raheem Sterling, believe it or not Bukayo Saka, who I'm being honest, I would have gone for. Marcus Rashford was then with 2. So let's move on. Match Channel regains the lead on 10,339 points. Josh drops down to second in 10,241 points. And Sammy and Gate 102 close behind. Question 13. In what minute did Cole Palmer equalise for England against Spain in the Euro 2024 final? A bit of a cool question, this. So unless you've watched it back numerous times, which some people have, quite a tough one. I put this one of those questions in here. If it was close, it might bridge a gap. Oh, and it has divided. Only 2 of you got that correct. 4 went for the 72nd minute. It was the 73rd minute. Where does that leave us? Match Channel is still in the lead. 11,279. Sammy is moved into second now. 11,040. Josh remains on 10,241. Question 14. Who was the only England player to be named in the official UEFA Euro 2024 Team of the Tournament starting 11? To be fair, I think this is another tricky one. Well, 5 of you got it right. Kyle Walker, indeed. 2 went for Jude Bellingham. 1 went for Bukayo Saka. It was Kyle Walker. I was genuinely surprised by that. Where does that leave us, though? Match Channel is in the lead. Josh, though, is moved up to second, followed by Sammy, Gate 102, and then Arthur. On to question 15. In which German city did England play their first game at the Euros? Yeah, Sam. Shocking, I know. Six of you got that right. It was indeed Gelsenkirchen. 1 went for Munich. Another went for Dusseldorf. It was Gelsenkirchen. Let's have a look at where that leaves us. Match Channel still in the lead. He's pulling away a little bit. He's probably 1,000. Well, he's just over 1,000 points ahead. I know Russell. I think a lot of fans had trouble getting to and fro there. So yeah, Match Channel's on a 5 streak answer. A lot of you now over the 10,000 mark, so it's still neck and neck. There's still a lot of questions in this. Still can go either way. Question 16. After Jordan Pickford, what England player has played the most amount of minutes for England in 2024 at 1,315 minutes? I took Pickford out because I thought it would be an obvious one. So basically, I want the second most minuted player this year. Again, tricky one this. This will catch a lot of you out. Maybe. A lot of you are doing very, very well. Yes, very divided. 1 went for Mark Gahey, 2 for John Stones, 2 for Jude Bellingham. It was indeed Declan Rice. Where does that leave us? Let's see if that's had a big impact. Oh, it has. Josh is right behind Match Channel now. I don't think Matt got that right, but Josh is now right behind him. So Josh is on 13,166. Sorry, Match Channel's on 13,166. Josh is on 12,998. Let's move on to question 17. Only 2 England players received a red card this calendar year. True or false? Thought I'd throw in a few true or false questions. Mix it up a little bit. Oh, it was false. Oh, no England players received a red card this calendar year. 3 went for true. Where does that leave us? Josh is still in the lead, but only Josh. It's so neck and neck. 14,089 now. Josh is on 13,905. Sammy on 12,875. Match Channel has led it for a long time, so can he cling on? Question 18. Ollie Watkins scored a last-minute winner in a 2-1 victory over the Netherlands at the Euro semi-final. Who got England's first goal that night, though? It's amazing. Like, these games were so iconic. But if someone asks you in a quiz and they give you multiple answers, sometimes it does catch you out. Well, it caught 2 out. So 1 went for Jude Bellingham, another went for Bukayo Saka, but it was indeed Harry Kane. It was from the penalty spot. If you remember, where does that leave us? Oh, still so close. Matt and Josh. I think Sammy's in it as well. I think Sammy and Gate 102 are still in it as well. It is nervy. It's really close. It's really, really close. Let's move on to question 19. Who scored the third goal in England's vital 3-0 victory in Greece? I knew that would split. It was Curtis Jones, believe it or not. I did throw the own goal in there as a bit of a red herring because there was an own goal in that match. And Taylor Harwood-Bellis I threw in as well because obviously he did score, but it was in the final game against Ireland, not in that game. So where does that leave us? Josh seems has that cost him? Well, you know what, Josh? Matt and Josh both got that wrong. So, Josh, you could have taken the lead there, mate. But Gate 102 has profited there, and he's moved up into second. So, Matt's channel is now on 15,023. Josh on 14,831. And Gate 102 on 14,733. And Sammy on 14,720. I think it's still between you four. I really do. Right. Question 20. Bonus. How many of the 1966 World Cup squad played in every game in the tournament? This is a bonus. It is worth double points. These last two are both worth double points. Oh, it's divided. Only one person has got this right. Only one. 2 have gone for 5. 2 have gone for 6. 3 have gone for 7. This has worked out perfectly. Where does that leave us? Oh, it was someone off the leaderboard. The only person who got that right was someone out of the top 5. Right. Final question. It is a bit of a tricky one, but here we go. I can't believe that. Right, it's all on this final question. Matt's channel, you get it right. You've probably won, mate, but let's see. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. What was Gareth Southgate's win percentage as England manager? I think this is going to split. Oh, I'm actually nervous for everybody else. This is so exciting. Oh, he's split. Only one person has got it right again. Only one person. 3 of you went for 63.2. 3 of you went for 64.2. 1 of you went for 65.2, which was the correct answer, and 66.2, only one. Final leaderboard. You guys will probably know before me, actually, because you'll know what you've put, but let's take a look. Here we go. The winner is, well, in third place is Gate 102 Podcast. Well done, mate. In second place is Josh. Well done, mate. And in first place, Matt's channel with 15,943. It looks like you got that last question right. Runners up with Sammy in fourth, Arthur in fifth. Well done. Really, really well done, everyone. Big congratulations to Matt's channel. And that's it for the annual quiz. Yes, well played, everyone. Let's now close this down. Let me move this back onto here. Right, so I think it says you're the big cheese, does it? Right, that was brilliant, lads. I mean, well, first off, give me some feedback. How did it work? And I apologise for those that did struggle, but I hope that was a bit of fun at the end of the year. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed putting it together. I just wish sometimes internet wasn't always the barrier with these sorts of things, but I hope you did really enjoy yourselves. Well done, Match Channel. Really well deserved, mate. You more or less led it from the start. Josh, there was that one question, mate, where you said you were so angry with yourself. Yeah, it was so close, so close. Gate 102, send me, if you want to, that is, send me your address and I will send you something through the post as a well done. Just send me your address if you want to receive a small prize. Panther King, enjoy the quiz, well done. No, well done, mate. James Shepherd, good fun, but just too hard. So I mean, I tried to make it. I thought most of them were relatively okay questions. I did throw in some bogey questions though to deliberate. I was really worried we'd be like 15 questions in and everyone would be neck and neck. So I thought I've got to throw in some bogey ones that are going to split people here. Josh, no problem, mate. Russell, what is going on for your internet, mate? Get it sorted. I'd have been interested to see how you'd have done on that. I've got to take this off because it's the hottest room in my house at the minute, and that is making me absolutely boiling. Not that I'm a Scrooge. Josh, just reading the comments from Josh. But no, well done. Yeah, Gate 102, just send me your address on Twitter, PM me or something, DM me on there. Sorry, Matt's channel, sorry. Send me on there, and yeah, I'll send you a small prize through. Well done. I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments and stuff like that if you think that's something we should do again. We could make it an annual thing, really. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? I like it this time of year. I did think about leaving it to New Year, but I thought, you know what, it's nice to do it just before Christmas, isn't it, as well? Do this every year. Nice. Yeah, we'll do it every year. Do it every year. It was all good effort in putting it all together. Yeah, it's just we need to figure out how to do it. It's the internet, isn't it? It's such a shame. It's a real pain. Yeah, we'll definitely do another one. How are you all anyway? Hope you've all had a good Christmas or having a good Christmas. I mean, England's fixtures list now. Let's get those up. Let's talk a little bit about England, shall we? Let's look at our head. I'm going to load them all up because I can't remember if off the top of my head. So obviously England, I know England start against Albania. Obviously England-Albania now is going to be on the 21st of March at home, and then at home against Latvia. So two games that you'd expect England to win, and probably win comfortably, really, at home, starting the campaign. We obviously were drawn in that larger group, which I didn't particularly mind. Where's my... Hang on, there's the live stream. I lost the chat then. Completely lost the chat then. Let me move this over here. So Josh... Oh, okay, Josh, yeah, I mean, I can do it more regular. I can definitely do it more regular if you like. We could do a quiz once a quarter. I sound like a business person now. Or once after every international, but I don't know. We'll have a look at doing that. We'll do some more if you like. Yeah, it would be better if we're all in the same room, but I mean, unless I book a venue out and we all meet up, it's going to be really hard. Or maybe there's a way I can get it so you can see the question and answers on your mobile phones and it just gives you the answers. Tickets on sale early January, says Russell. Yeah, so it's yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'd be honest with you, it's one of those where the group's fine. England should win it and should win it really comfortably. I'm sorry, but I think a couple of people were saying that Albania is tough or not tougher than Serbia. I don't buy that myself. I think Serbia are by far the toughest team in this group. We don't play Serbia, though, until September, so a long time away. And then we play the return fixture back at home in November. So we play them close together twice, pretty quickly, actually. But it's a long wait till we play who I suppose will be the other rival in the group. So I'm looking at coming into those September fixtures when England play Andorra at home, then Serbia away, that England will be top of the group, or at least joint top of the group, and it'll be between us and Serbia to fight it out in those two games. Who wins it, really? But we should definitely walk this group. 100% should walk the group. James Shepherd says more regular. Absolutely, mate. I will do. I really enjoyed it. I did really, really enjoy it. And I think the more we do it, people might get used to doing it with their internet and stuff. Going to be a couple of friendlies thrown in too. Yeah, it's just friendlies are always a lot of effort for usually terrible games, aren't they? But let's see. I'd like to see England's got to put when we put the friendlies in, they've got to be against big nations, haven't they? You've got to see us compete against some big nations and big teams. And I'm looking at this from Thomas Tuchel's perspective. It's going to be a long time till he gets to. I mean, he might get to face one top team at the World Cup, lose it, and that's it. He's done as England manager. So it's it would be really odd if we didn't, look at some of those games. Why not play a friendly against France or Germany or even Italy at the minute? We're playing really, really well. Yeah, it's well, I suppose, yeah, because I bet a lot of those aren't available that I've just mentioned because of the Nations League, actually. So, yeah, we want to see us play some big teams. As the World Cup's coming up, obviously, you can look at, friendly against Argentina. Do I dare suggest it? I'd have a bit of that. I still keep thinking about what formation Tuchel will play. Part of me thinks 3-4-2-1. I think he's going to... in fact, I'm not even going to suggest. I have no idea. No idea at all what Thomas Tuchel's going to play. I really, really have no idea. I'm interested to see how Tuchel plays them. Momentum and confidence will bring wins. Yeah, it will, mate. It will. And I think that's... I just want to see what Tuchel's about. And you don't mean San Obo and disrespect the teams that we're going to be playing, but we're not going to see what he's about, are we? Against... Well, I don't think we are. Against Albania and Latvia. In March. We're just not going to see it. So then you're looking at Andorra in June, where that's where you'll probably get where you will get a friendly fixture, because at the minute in that international break, England are only playing Andorra. So you presume there's going to be another friendly game slotted in there. So let's see who that's going to be. But then, yeah, you're looking at this and you're thinking the only half-decent team is not until September the 9th. That's a mile away, isn't it? We're sat here now in December 2024 and we're saying Thomas Tuchel isn't going to play a game against anyone relatively ranked more than 50 in the world until September next year. So you've got to aim high with these friendlies. Let's get an Argentina in. Let's get a Brazil back. Let's get Belgium. These bigger teams, we need to see it. Hoping to go to the game on the 21st of March for Tuchel's first game. Well, if you do, mate, let me know. Love to have a pint with you, mate, or buy you a pint even. Love to do that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going back. It's by the time March comes around, we're all getting withdrawals, aren't we? Because it's going to be a long time since England would have played. So yeah, why is it harder to qualify for the Euros than the World Cup? Well, Albania might be tougher than we think. They made Euro 2024 and only now we lost to Spain and Italy, drew against Croatia. Yeah, they may be, mate. And I did acknowledge that when I put my preview video out following the draw, I was a bit like, maybe I've underestimated them, I think. But England should win this group. The problem is we should have won the Nations League group comfortably. I know we did win it, but we should have won it completely comfortably and convincingly. And that was a bloody... We made hard work in it, didn't we, at the end? Put it that way. So, I'm not counting my chickens, but you've just got to look at that group and think, come on, England. Let's just get it over the line. I reckon it'll be an African side, possibly Morocco, says Russell. Yeah, maybe an African team would be quite an interesting draw. I know there was talk about us playing the US, in the US earlier on, but is there a potential that they come over to us? Because they're not going to be... I don't know. I think the United States would be a good test. Definitely. I'd like to play a North American or South American team, obviously, because that's where it's going to be hosted. So, maybe a Canada or Mexico or something like that. Throw one of those in. When did we last play any of them? But travel and logistics and all that, I get it. Yeah, definitely we'll let you know if I can. Probably won't be until late January until I know. There are South American World Cup qualifiers during June, so that rules out Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, etc. Yeah, it is the problem, isn't it? But none of us want to see England playing Albania, Latvia, then waiting all the way until June again, till another game, and then England are rocking up against I don't know, an Australia or something like that again. You just don't want it. You know, you've got to. And Tuchel's going to have to surely be pushing for a tough match. It is a worry. I'll be honest with you. It is a worry with Thomas Tuchel coming in what seems like solely for the World Cup. I don't know for the life. I still can't get my head round why he didn't take charge of the Nations League games. I just cannot get my head around it at all. And it is a worry that he's not going to be playing anyone really until possibly the quarterfinals of the World Cup or the round of 16 of the World Cup or the group stage of the World Cup. So it's like, how does he know what sort of this squad's available to him? How does he know how his players handle the pressure? I don't know. There are South American. It's this club. It's this club World Cup that will throw spanner in the works in June with regards to teams, players available. Yeah, I forgot about that actually. I mean, I was looking at that and obviously they've revamped that as well. And you just think, for God's sake, it's ridiculous. I am planning to catch an England game in the World Cup. Well, I am as well, mate. I really am. I think that'll be the North American World Cup. I'm gonna try for a group stage match, and it's gonna be the first game where I watch England at a World Cup, and I can't wait because hopefully I will have the caps by then comfortably. I am also going to try and get to a lot more away games, but the problem with the group that England have drawn is that the away allocation is going to be tiny. It is going to be so small because of these nations and the stadiums they play in. So I think everyone's going to be struggling for away tickets. Part of me is concerned for the World Cup 2026 only because of the travel and the long distance might affect the players a bit. Yeah, but the thing is, everyone's under the same boat. I think it's, when does the season end? It's just about getting prepared, isn't it? Tuchel dogged the Nations League because Saka, Rice, Palmer all withdrew in November. Yeah, it's just, he still doesn't sit right with me, mate. When you're considering now this World Cup group, you just think, why didn't he add those games to, those couple of Greece games would have been the start of him starting to understand the players, and he's already then 6 months ahead of where he is now. It's just bizarre. Opinions on the World Cup now having a round of 32. I don't like it. Look, I don't like the expanded World Cup. I've said it before and I've said it again. I think the Euros is a far better and stronger tournament than the World Cup. No American fans watching this, no South American fans watching, none of them will agree with that. I know they won't, but look, I reckon out of the 48 teams that are going to be at the World Cup, I reckon 20 of them could be replaced by European teams that are better. I just think the Euros is a stronger competition. It's as simple as that. With 48 teams, you're going to get the dog and duck there. You're just going to... It's just not the same tournament. It's not as strong as the Euros. I'm sorry. I know everyone says, well, it's teams from around the world, but I just don't see it because of how many nations are in it. Yes, you get them in the latter stages, but my point is every game at the Euros, I think, is harder than every game at the World Cup. I think a group stage at the Euros, for example, is harder than a group stage at a World Cup, potentially. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. I don't believe in extending the World Cup or expanding it. But look, at the end of the day, it all goes out the window, doesn't it? Because when we're all there, all of a sudden we've got 3 games a day, 4 games a day, almost for like 3 weeks solid. Everyone's going to be like, oh, this is brilliant. There'll be one major upset and everyone will be like, you see, this is why it's worth doing. But then everyone will completely disregard teams getting beat 5-6-0. I don't know. The Club World Cup tops the lot along with the new Unified League. Might as well let the big teams have their breakaway leagues. I've heard that, I've heard that a lot from fans. And this is the depressing thing. I've heard so many fans just say, you know what? I'm bored now of fighting things. I'm bored of fighting for the game we love. I've heard fans just resign to the fact, just let the big teams go now and do what they want. I'm just thinking, how sad is that? How sad of a reality is that? I mean, in the Premier League, it's shocking that basically fan bases in America and in Asia are dominating the future of English football. It's a joke. It's embarrassing. It's a joke. It shouldn't be allowed to happen. I've said it before. This is why I love England even more. But club football is dead to me. The best thing that could happen is it all completely collapses and goes back to square one. No wonder lower league attendances in this country are completely through the roof. But football's in a sorry state. It has been for years, but it's even more so now. But the problem is international fans, not European fans, but I think international fans, particularly Asian fans and North American fans, they eat it up like it's Disneyland. Like it is literally Netflix and Amazon, and they don't really care about the history. They say they do, but I don't get it. I do not get why someone in North America or Asia supports an English or European team. I do not get it. But it's the way of the world. It's the way of the world, and that's what it is. Going on to that, though, I'll give you all an update, and I'm sorry, I have overpromised on the documentary I was making. It was supposed to have been out in November. Massively overpromised on it. I am still working on it. I promise you. And it's just such a big piece of work. Hoping to get it out by January. I can't promise anything, but it's a big project in the background. It will drop at some point. I have obviously got some time off over Christmas now to hopefully pick it up and get that out. So I'm promising on it, but it's still there, still in the works, and I can't wait to get it out to you. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's in it or how many teams are there. It's coming home, says Josh Phillips. I mean, is it? Can we win it? I mean, we can win it. I said that before. We had a poll out, didn't we, the other week, saying can England win it? And damn right we can win it. We can win the World Cup, no doubt. You should put that on your documentary, Gary. Really good point. Hope it's coming. Hope it's coming on well. It is, mate. It is coming along well. Thank you. It's just a lot of work. But yeah, it's just. Hang on, just checking my. There we go. Yeah, I mean, look, England can win it. It's just the worry I've got is the games that Tuchel's now got, and we're not. The risk is that it's. I think it's. Am I back on? Yeah. Anyway, I wish for your support and guidance this year, and just your willingness to support the channel, watch my videos, share them, join in on things like the chat. Thank you all so much. It looks like there's some real problems with the internet, so I am going to leave it. But thank you all so much. And Merry Christmas, huge Merry Christmas. I cannot do this channel without you guys, so your support means the world. So yeah, thank you all so much. Just a quick look at the chat. It's part of the declining demographics in Europe and the fact anyone who's in football already will not change their viewing habits. The Super League appeals to more Yanks, Asians and Africans. England versus Albania as the 2022 qualifiers was my first Wembley England game. The wind is causing havoc, to be honest. Yeah, it probably is. Look, Merry Christmas, everybody. Again, for the millionth time, thank you so much.